So, welcome back to the Rockstar Sports Complex. We have Mount Pleasant Football Academy taking on Montego United in the North Coast Derby. We'll be the starting lineup in a few hours. Mount Pleasant comes forward to Jamar Topi, Daily, intercepted by Ronaldo Wellington. And the referee says that Mount Pleasant Academy's forward Nicholas Nelson was in an offside position. So we'll go to the starting lineup now. For Montego Bay United, it's number 30, Davoni Burton in goal. Number 13, Devon McKenzie. Number 3, Josiah Trimingham. Number 2, Ronaldo Wellington. 4, Daniel Hospitalis. 6, Lucas Lima. 28, Leonardo Rankin. Number 8, Demario Phillips, formerly of Mount Pleasant. 10, Captain Owen Gordon. 17, Shanley Thomas, back in the starting team. And number 18, Brian Brown. Mount Pleasant. Oh, that's some lovely work by Franco Celestine. Looking at the ball across, but attempt was wayward. Goes outside for a corner, for a goal kick, sorry. And back here in action. Just a few minutes gone in this one. Headed out by Clifford Thomas, the Haitian national. To find Celestine. Good work, but it's intercepted. Here's Demario Phillips. Comes out to Lucas Lima forward, looking for Shanley Thomas. Finds him. Lovely turn by Thomas. Got some space. Lays it off back to Lima. We'll find Brian Brown. Tackle from Jamwell Topi there. Brian Brown. He's not happy with that one. It's a free kick to Mobe. Midway the Mount Pleasant half. And quite a few persons lining up over this one. Captain Owen Gordon is going to take charge. Looking to go the work and goal at this one. Here's Gordon. 3-man wall constructed by goalkeeper Tafara Chambers. Gordon goes out wide to Daniel Thomas. Lovely ball. Thomas. His attempt on goal was blocked and eventually became a 2 defense save for Chambers. He is down. There is Timoni Bailey is down, sorry. And we have a break in play. Timoni Bailey is down. And Mount Pleasant faithful we'll be hoping that he'll be up in short order. have a break. Kimoni Bailey is some treatment from the Mount Pleasant medical staff, and it's okay. Get back on the pitch shortly as the ball is dropped by referee, and Chambers goes this one out to Ming. Ming comes forward looking for Ryan Edwards, but intercepted, and Rankin comes all the way back to Trinidad, who comes over to Mackenzie. Goes forward looking for Shannon Thomas, but Kopi is there. Clears this one, but only as far as Owen Gordon, who allows it to go to touch for a throw. And Chambers is down. Feeling a little bit of discomfort there, it seems, as the Mount Pleasant team is for Chambers number 1 in goal, number 15 Kyle Ming, 42 Jamal Kopi, 14 Captain C.A. McCullough, 12 Kimoni Bailey, 26 Clifford Thomas, 17 Joshua Ranglin, 7 Devontae Campbell, 19 Nicholas Nelson, 24 Franco Celestine, and number 25 is Raheem Edwards. Interesting enough, Mount Pleasant have about 4 players that have scored 10 or more goals this season, I think. Kimoni Bailey, Raheem Edwards, Shaquille Bradford, all scored more than 5 goals this season. We have a break in play as Hope seems to be down as well. Yo, you pause the stream? Huh?
Some people are calling, man.
So, early substitution for Mount Pleasant. Shamoy Sophie is replaced by number 33 Shaquille Dyer. So, Sophie recently just returned from injury. It's not a good sight to see him hobbling off. Here is Celestine, gets a ball from Thomas, back to Captain McCullough, all the way back to Ming. Here's Ming. Comes over to Dyer, his first touch. It's coming onto the pitch. Comes up to Devontae Campbell, back to Clifford Thomas, who has his pocket picked by Shannon Thomas. To Philip to Rankin, loses possession. Nelson comes fourth back and gives the ball back to Devontae Campbell. Here's Campbell forward, looking for Nelson. Lovely ball over the top. Nelson has Trinidad for Company, who wins possession and boots it forward. Headed out by Dyer, on to Shannon Thomas. Possession is won by Devontae Campbell. Here's Campbell. Comes to Angling. Angling to Thomas. Thomas. Pressed by Brian Brown, and the referee says he was a hand to the face. So free kick to Montego. Ovation there, Clifford Thomas found guilty by the referee of putting a hand in the face of Brian Brown. More scores in the Jamaica Premier League after just 30 minutes. Dundee holding. They lead Cumberland by 1-0. Game being played at the Effortville Community Centre. Goal was scored in the 7th minute. I'll give you the name of the goal scorer in a minute. Malines United, they also lead Redson United by 1-0. Their goal was scored in the 3rd minute by Nico Murray. Here is Mackenzie. Yeah, it's a shot fly, but an effort in the end. Calmly collected by goalkeeper Chambers. So Malines United took the lead over Racing in the 3rd minute. Goal was scored by Nico Murray. This is Murray's third goal from the line. Scored in the last game when they won against Dundee Holden. Murray line C to avoid the drop this season and racing desperate looking to get to the top six. Lovely turn by Franco Celestine there over on the right hand side. Finds Ryan Edwards who comes forward, block to Celestine. Lovely work. But one goes into touch.
That's a Kimbam.
16 years old. Franco Celestine, the Asian, as Waterhouse are on the score sheet against Portmore in the 17th minute. Are on the score sheet. Here is Captain McCullough, finds Raheem Edwards. Really works hard. Edwards comes back to Franco Celestine. Gets the ball across. Oh, poor attempt. Blocked on the first attempt by Rankin. Here's Clifford Thomas. Angling. Comes all the way to Ming. Ming finds Dyer. To Devonte Campbell. Oh, all intercepted there. Here is Shaniel Thomas. Forward to Brian Brown. Oh, lovely turn by the Brian Brown. Oh, the pass left a lot to be desired. Demaro Phillips. Oh, that one didn't miss by far. That was some enterprising football there. Brian Brown got a lovely ball from Shaniel Thomas. We're still 0-0 here. 15 minutes gone in this one. And it's also 0-0 between Tivoli Gardens and Harbour View. Here is Dyer looking for Nelson. Flicks this one on, but Shrimingham was there. Ranking to Brian Brown. Make that Owen Gordon. Here is Gordon. Weaves his way inside, but loses out. Angling. Comes over to Kimoni Bailey. Bailey to the feet of Devonte Campbell. Good control by Campbell, but he's picked by Demaro Phillips there. And a little bit of tussle going on. And referee Mason says Phillips was tugged back a few times. This game has certainly started out as we have a nice crowd building up here at the Jacksall Sports Complex. Here is Ronaldo Wellington. We call him Twin. Finds Hospitalis. Looking for Brown, but Ming plays this one forward and Wellington recovers. He's in the middle of the park to Leonardo Rankin, a man who once shredded this park as his home surface, playing against his former team. Won the Jamaica Premier League here with Mount Pleasant. Finds Demaro Phillips, who was looking to slip. Therefore, Mackenzie too wasn't on the same wavelength. Kimoni Bailey heads out by Mackenzie. Here is Anglin. Oh, poor pass by Anglin there, but does some good work to recover. Anglin forward to Clifford Thomas. Here is Thomas. All the way over to Celestine, but blocked by Lima. And referee awards a throw to Mount Pleasant. Here is Captain McCullough. This one across. Finds Kimoni Bailey. All by himself is Bailey. Goes for a shot, but less said about that, the better. Was nowhere near the target. Kimoni Bailey. You would really want to have another go at that one. Yes. Scores in the other games. Dundee Holden lead Humberline a goal to nil. Malines lead Racing a goal to nil. Portmore, they are down 1 goal to nil against Waterhouse. And the other matches remain 0-0. Tivoli Harbour View and here Mount Pleasant versus Mobile. Packed crowd here inside the Jacksall complex as Shani Thomas heads this one on, looking for Brian Brown, but cleared out by Mount Pleasant. Here's Demaro Phillips. still in possession. Plays this one forward to Devereaux McKenzie. Lovely ball. Here's McKenzie. Attempted cross to Brian Brown, but he should have used his head there, did Brian Brown. He was attempting to pick it back up the left foot. Forcing to touch. I think it's going to be a throw. Looks like actually it goes for a goal kick. The fans here, we're encouraging you all to hit the like button on the video. We have over 70 persons watching this video, and I'd really like some more likes on this stream. Actually, it is a throw. Goalkeeper Chambers was trying to steal a goal kick there. Referee Mason wasn't having it. He says it's a throw to Mount Pleasant. Make it 20 minutes gone in this one. Jim McCullough operating as a right back in today's encounter. Throws this one forward, looking for Celestine. Headed out by Ranking to Thomas. Finds Devontae Campbell, who plays a lovely ball over to Nicholas Nelson, who's been tracked every time by. Here's Nelson. Oh, that was a clean shot by Nelson. Good work by him to get the ball on his right foot. And Burton wouldn't mind those shots all day, as here's Rankin over to Hospitalis, controlled by the Trinidadian International. Hospitalis forward to Chanel Thomas, but Ming was alert to the danger there and smashed that one out front, and Waterhouse doubled their lead over Portmore United. It's another goal. Waterhouse's first goal was scored in the 17th minute by Captain Andre Fletcher. And they've also scored another goal in the 24th minute. So they are trying their utmost best to increase their top 6 aspirations. Is Waterhouse. Here is another foul against Brian Brown. Mount Pleasant faithful on the other side are not too keen with that. But Free Mason isn't concerned about their thoughts. Spadalis plays this quickly to Demara Phillips, who slips it out to Owen Gordon. Plays this one in the box. Easily held by goalkeeper Chambers, who bows this one forward. Lovely delivery by Chambers. Hospitalis, Trimmingham plays it out. Lovely ball by Devontae Campbell to Franco Celestine. Here's Celestine. Oh, delayed. Back on top! Angling shot off the left foot. Just over. That was some good play by Mount Pleasant there. Some good play by Mount Pleasant there. 22 minutes gone in this encounter, and it remains Montego United 0. Mount Pleasant Football Academy 0. Other games have had scores thus far. Here is McCullough, plays it forward, looking for Clifford Thomas. It's a foul against Celestine, says the referee. A little bit awkward challenge on Hospitalis there. Lima plays it quickly out to Gordon. Comes back to Hospitalis. Back home to Ronaldo Wellington. Over to Trimmingham. Bypasses McKenzie and comes to Demara Phillips. Phillips going down the flank. And does good work to win a corner against his former teammate, Timoni Bailey. Both players would have represented Dunby Holding before making the trip over to Mount Pleasant, and Phillips has since left to join Mobay. Daily remains. And we have another break in players. Montego Bay United's goalkeeper. Montego Bay United's goalkeeper. Davoni Burton is down, injured as we see the mobile substitutes being taken to their places. Peter Livasa scored on his return to the Jamaica Premier League against Racing. And the boy midfielder will be looking to get back into national team. Burton's been treated. It takes some time to give you some score updates, so try to find the second goal scorer for Waterhouse. It's actually Nicholas Hamilton who scored a 24th minute penalty. And on the live table, puts Waterhouse firmly in 6th position, 3 points ahead of Tivoli Gardens, who remain 0-0 with Harbourview. And Mullins United, by way of leading in their encounter, lead from 13 to 10, which means Humble Lion on the live table are now in the relegation zone. Here is Hospitals with a corner. Lovely attempt, but headed out by Kyle Ming. Oh, that was a tug on Gordon. Referee didn't see it. Here is Ryan Edwards streaking forward. Finds Celestine, but referee says he was offside. It was a tug on Owen Gordon, who had a few words to say to referee Mason, who in return issues a yellow card. And all the referees in this Jamaica Premier League doesn't take too kind to players being vocal. But that was a clear pull by Ryan Edwards, but the referee didn't see it. Ming heads this one forward, looking for the aforementioned Edwards, who crunching tackle by Joshua Anglin there. Gets a throw. It's going to be taken by Captain McCullough. Long standing servant of the Mount Pleasant delegation is Captain McCullough. Being told to go back in his half before he effects that throw. And here is Anglin to Nelson. Oh, lovely turn by Nelson, looking for a shot. But he's being bundled over. Nothing doing, says referee Mason as Hospitalis comes forward looking for Shaniel Thomas. Challenged by Ming. Lovely pass from Anglin to McCullough to Nelson. Back to looks like Clifford Thomas. Over to Ming. Ming finds Celestine. The Haitian. Lovely turn by Franco Celestine. Oh, looking to slip Nelson through there. Anglin through, but blocked by Demaro Phillips, and Clifford Thomas plays this one into touch for a throw. "27 minutes gone in this one. To roll to Montego Bay United. And here's Demaro Phillips, cleared out by Ming, but only as far as Hospitalis, who is fouled by we have another free kick to Montego Bay. They've been getting a lot of free kicks around this area. Referee Mason is quite busy since the start of this one. We make it 29 minutes down in this encounter. Here is a free kick. So Hospitality is over there. And Owen Gordon. I think Gordon's going to be the one to take this one. The referee makes about 10 footsteps. There is Josiah Trinningham at the back post lurking, but he's been marshaled by Dyer. Both big units. And there is Gordon with the ball to the back post and goes into touch. Hospitalis. Actually, Trinningham came in before. Referee didn't like the quick start there by Mount Pleasant. They were looking to steal an opportunity there. Referee Mason caught wind of it and wasn't having it. Try to get the name of a dumb bowling goal scorer in a few minutes as here's Celestine. Loses possession to Hospitalis. Here is Daniel Hospitalis to Trinidadian. Comes down the left hand side. Being hounded by two more present players. Comes back to Demara Phillips. Phillips back to Hospitalis. Offside being questioned. Nothing, says referee. Cleared by Clifford Thomas. McCullough puts it forward. And Phillips plays this one onto the body of Raheem Edwards, but only as far as Franco Celestine comes into the middle of the park to McCullough, who is inverted. McCullough changes the play. Lovely ball to Devonta Campbell. Heads it forward to Bailey. Good play by Montpezat. Here is Kimoni Bailey. Gets the ball on his right foot. Shot and goal! That is a good save by Devon Burton. And since he's been in this Montpezat team, in this Mobile team, sorry, he's looked really good in goal with Devon Burton. And the double holding goal was scored by Malachi Douglas, so it's a corner to Mount Pleasant. First corner in this encounter. And I'll tell you who's going to take it in a moment. It's like Joshua Anglin, the man they call Rooney. Here's Anglin. Takes this one over. Attempted on goal, but cleared out. Here is Demara Phillips. To Hospitalis. Finds Shaniel Thomas. Oh, poor clearance. But Wellington handles it in the end and awkward bounce. Well dealt with by Demara Phillips too. Not Demara Phillips, that's Shaquille Dyer to Celestine, who's been hounded by Owen Gordon. For coach Helwell is telling his team to not press any further. Here is Clifford Thomas. Comes out to Dyer. Dyer comes to Anglin. He steps into the left back position in place of Kimoni Bailey. Anglin comes over to Ming. Ming, under pressure, comes back to Dyer. All the way over to Kimoni Bailey, who's operating in the right back position for this encounter. McCullough is in the middle of the park. Ball played forward, looking for Nelson, but Wellington is going to allow that one to go out. You have to turn on that, brother. And take it taken picture by Burton to Hospitalis, but that ball is played into the path of McCullough. And then Shani Thomas knocks into touch. Throw to Mount Pleasant. Taken quickly. But Rankin wins it, knocks it back into touch. Very Celestine. It's very lively over on the right hand side. Here is the Haitian. Here's this one to Anglin. Anglin to McCullough. Intercepted by Brian Brown, but only as far as Kimoni Bailey. Here's Bailey. Comes out to Devonta Campbell. Campbell. Back to Clifford Thomas. Thomas. Back to Campbell. And comes all the way back to Dyer. Dyer to Clifford Thomas. Thomas to Devonta Campbell. Good work. Campbell looking for a pass. Looking to get it out to Celestine, but a little bit too direct. Keeper Burton gathers. Tivoli Gardens are on the score sheet. They lead Harbour View by a goal to nil at home. Here is Chanel Thomas. Good work by Chanel Thomas there to get between those players. Out to Owen Gordon. Here is the veteran. Gordon on his right foot. Gets the ball across, but Dyer blocks it. Ming is taken out by Chanel Thomas there. Both those players would know each other well. They once wore the black and white of Cavalier SC. What is the best at the stream from? And Sunday name. There's Chambers on free kick duty inside his box. Plays it forward. Into touch. Straight to Theodore Whitmore. Would have been a lovely ball if Whitmore rolled back the years and was in his playing days. Gordon heads this one over. Clifford Thomas chases, but we go back to Chambers, who will have another chance at distribution. Not in too much hurry. 35 minutes gone in this one as he comes out to Clifford Thomas. Here is Thomas to Dyer. Back to Thomas. Goes forward one time, looking for Raheem Edwards. Not a good control by Edwards, but wasn't being pressed by anyone. Here is Ming. Over to Celestine. Back to Ming. Mobile team is to the side where Mount Pleasant have the ball free. As soon as Mount Pleasant team gets to the halfway line, they come forward. Good play there between Franco Celestine and Clifford Thomas. Here's Celestine. But that's a lovely block by Leonardo Rankin. Mobile fans are really happy with that. So scores in other game, 36 minutes gone. Dunby holding the lead, Humble Lion by a goal to nil. Goal was scored in the 3rd minute by Malachi Douglas, former Clarendon College Augusta Cup captain. Here is Thomas to Ming. Ming all the way over to Dyer. Dyer looking for a forward pass. Doesn't have any. Comes to Clifford Thomas, who has really fitted well into this Mount Pleasant team. And that's one of his rare bad passes from the Haitian. Throw taken quickly by Hospitalis to Phillips. And Phillips wins possession. Comes to Chanel Thomas. Clifford Thomas for company. Comes down to Demaro Phillips, who has some time to get a good crossing. Phillips goes from top of the 18 to Hospitalis. Oh, the Brazilian was trying something cheeky there. Wasn't good enough to pass Chambers, who here is a shot from Devereaux McKenzie. And Chambers is being told by his teammates that he was trying to play a little bit too quick there. His teammates weren't on the same page with him. Waterhouse lead Portmore by 2 goals to nil. Goals were scored by Andre Fletcher and Nicholas Hamilton. On lines, lead racing by a goal to nil. Here is Bailey. That goal was scored by Nico Shea Murray in the 3rd minute. Here is Celestine. Finds back Kimoni Bailey. Good work. Here is Bailey. Puts the ball on his left foot. Looking for a cross. Finds it. Good cross. Headed out. And 2 players from Mobile headed the ball on each other. And it eventually goes into touch for a corner. It's going to be taken by Joshua Anglin. Tivoli Gardens took the lead over Harbour View at home. Goal was scored in the 29th minute by Barrington Price. It's also had a goal last week. Ball played across. Header on target. Easy save for Davoni Burton. And he smashes this one forward, but Phillips was never going to win a ball in the air between himself and Dyer. There's a Mount Pleasant turnover position again. Here's Lucas Lima to Shaniel Thomas. Oh, trying to go through two players there, but looking for a call. Referee says nothing doing. And Ming is this one. Has possession of this one is Kyle Ming. Celestine is being crunched by Hospitalis. Referee says it's a foul taken quickly. Here is Bailey to Anglin. And Anglin attempt at a forward pass is put into touch by Hospitalis, who was recovering. So it's still 0-0 in this one. And we are just about 40 minutes gone in this encounter. Ball played across, but Trimmingham was there and plays it forward. No mobile player is over there, over in the Moffitt half, as McCullough, who's slipped into a left back role now, is playing. Here is Nelson, comes all the way back to the halfway line to pick up a ball. Nelson looking for a pass, finds Anglin. Oh, good skill from Anglin there, but he loses out, and Owen Gordon goes on his bike. He's always been a pacey player, Owen Gordon. He comes forward to Shaniel Thomas, a lovely skip, but Clifford Thomas was alert to the danger there, finds Anglin. Oh, he skips by the Brazilian as if he wasn't there as Anglin. Comes forward looking for Celestine, but a little bit overcooked. And have another breaking play. So we have another breaking play. The keeper Chambers is down. Seems to be injured. Get some attention from the Mount Pleasant medical team. David Ferguson is giving some instructions to nurses, so we'll update you. Scores in the other games. 41 minutes gone. Dumby Holding lead Humble Lion by a goal to nil. 13-minute strike from Malachi Douglas. Mullines, 3rd-minute strike from Ricochet Murray. They lead Racing by a goal to nil. 0-0 here between Mount Pleasant and Montego Bay United. Waterhouse, they lead Portmore United by 2-0. Goals scored by Andre Fletcher and Nicholas Hamilton. And Tivoli Gardens, in fact, Harborview has now leveled the score with Tivoli Gardens. Tivoli took the lead in the 29th minute, courtesy of a Barrington Price goal. Now being updated that Harborview have scored in the 40th minute. So it's Harborview 1, Tivoli Gardens 1. I'll give you the name of the Harborview goal scorer shortly. Andre Fletcher scored a thunderous left-footed shot in the 17th minute to give Waterhouse a lead. Give the name of the Harborview goal scorer momentarily as play continues. Throw to Montego Bay United. Here's Mount Pleasant. Free kick in by Captain McCullough. Just about at the halfway line. This is one back to Chambers. He comes to Dyer. Dyer coming forward, but it's in the middle of the park. The cliff to Joshua and Anthony has loads of space. He goes out to Celestine. Heavy touch by the young Haitian. Not happy with himself. He's playing pretty well. It's Franco Celestine, but hasn't had much success over that side as yet. Hospitalis hurls this one forward. Headed out by, there's Bailey. Looking for Devontae Campbell, but Tevro McKenzie is there. Here's Owen Gordon. That's not Owen Gordon, that's Brian Brown. He is not happy. The fact that he was taken up by Dyer. Here's Brown. Here's Gordon looking for cross. Gets this one over. Thomas, Clifford Thomas heads this one out. Actually, that's Kyle Ming was on the wrong end of a challenge there. Gets a free kick. And plays down. And the medical team is summoned. Ming letting referee Mason knows how these days didn't offer a card to the mobile player. Harborview's equalizer was scored in the 40th minute, courtesy of Colorado Murray. He's also a former Tivoli Gardens player. The referee has indicated 4 minutes of time to be added to the first half. It remains means 0-0 in this encounter. It's a free kick to Mount Pleasant. It's going to be taken by Chambers. Occurred in the 18-yard box, so that's his territory. He's been told by his team members to go for a long kick. He seems to be interested, but he's been convinced otherwise as Edwards. Looking for that one. It's played out by MBU. It's a throw to Mount Pleasant. Played out by Mackenzie for a throw. Half time in the game between Waterhouse and Portmore United. Score remains 2-0. Simone Bailey throws this one to Anglin. Anglin plays it back to Bailey. There's Bailey. Forward, looking for Edwards. Good ball to Raheem Edwards. Anglin. Lots of challenge coming in. Shot on goal. Terrific save by Devoney Burton. He's been the difference between both teams in this encounter. They call him Buffon. That save was reminiscent of something the great man would have done in his day. Here is Makala back to Clifford Thomas. Down to Ming, who plays to Dyer. Here's Dyer, not impressed by anyone. Comes over to Devontae Campbell, looking to work his magic. Comes in the middle of the park to Anglin, but possession is lost. And referee Mason gives a free kick to Demaro Phillips, says that he was prevented from going forward by Anglin. So halftime in all the other encounters except this one, and also the one being played at Edward Siago Sports Complex. Have a real full house for this one. And the fans here on either side would love to be treated to a goal. Probably about a minute and a half left in this one. The referee would have said 4 minutes of time added. I suspect the stoppage there for the foul on Phillips will give us another minute or so. Trimmingham is gonna go forward with this one. Long ball played forward, but Captain McCullough clears it. Devontae Campbell misread the fight of that ball. Rankin heads it forward to Wayne Gordon. Gordon had his pocket picked by Timoni Bailey. Same between. Here is Timoni Bailey, and that's a foul, says referee. That's the halftime whistle. Referee Mason says he has seen enough. So halftime in this one, and it's 0-0 between Mount Pleasant Football Academy and Montego Bay United. And we just review the halftime scores. So at halftime, it's Dumble Holding 1, Humble Lion 0, Lions United 1, Racing 0, 0-0 here. Waterhouse 2, Portmore United 0, Tivoli Gardens 1, Harborview 1. So we'll take a pause. We will resume the second half in about or so. Please make your way onto the green house. As you don't call you, right? So we're going to end the stream and we will resume the second half with a brand new stream. We'll start about 2 or 3 minutes before the second half resumes. So stay tuned to Unseen Sports TV for the second half.